Welcome everyone to another awesome Pokemon Go episode. Today I am so excited. I've got a tip off for a location for Pokemon that I have yet to get, and I cannot wait to head over there and see if we can capture it. But do you guys notice anything different behind us? It's our brand new Pokemon shelf, so let's take a look. The new and improved shelf includes Arcanine, an awesome lucky block, a very, very cool, I believe from Japan, Pokemon figurine set that I have yet to set up. We've got Dragonair, we've got Eevee. We don't have all, unfortunately, but 5 of the Eevee evolutions. Look how many Pokemon cards I've still got to open. I really want to do a pack opening soon, so let me know if you guys want to see that. I know it's not Pokemon, but it's another awesome Nintendo figurine. We've got ourselves Charmander, Squirtle, Bulbasaur, my favorite Gengar, Mega Gengar, Mewtwo and Roy amiibos. More Pokemon cards behind there. We've got the epic Salamence, Dragonite, Raichu and Pikachu, and then some awesome Pikachus and onesies. Let me know what your favorite Pokemon is from our Pokemon shelf. Most of these were bought in New York in the Pokemon Center, but a lot of them were ordered online as well. But not only have we upgraded the Pokemon shelf, you guys know I got this hat. Well, I also got in the post yesterday these awesome Pokeballs. We've got a normal Pokeball, a Great Ball. I bought a Love Ball for Claire, obviously, and a Master Ball, just in case a legendary Pokemon appears out of nowhere. On top of all of the awesome upgrades we've made today, I also have just received some unreal Pokemon posters of Blastoise, Venusaur, and Charizard, but they're so good, I don't want to show them to you until they're fully framed. So as soon as they're framed, I'll show you them as well, because they are beautiful. Now, I showcase my Pokemon Go headquarters at the beginning of every episode, but I've never shown it to you guys properly, so I thought I'd give you a better look just at the start of this episode. I've got Black Ops 3 on the go at the moment, and this is what an editing project looks like for every Pokemon Go episode. We've got the intro, we've got the Pokemon Go headquarters segment, we've got all the pieces I record out and about, and most videos end up being about 20 minutes long and take about 3 or 4 hours to edit. This is where all of my consoles live, and this is where I'll play Call of Duty. But to have a PC that can play Call of Duty and allow me to make all these episodes, I need something like this, which is my awesome Alienware PC. Since every episode I get asked so many questions about my Pokemon Go headquarters setup, I'm going to leave a link to my Alienware computer down below in the description so you guys can check out the specs of my PC. But hopefully you've enjoyed a little bit of behind the scenes there and updates to our setup for the start of this episode. But let's talk about what's going to be going on today. I'm so excited, and see what's going to be happening. So guys, I am so excited for today. We are going to be going on the hunt for a Pokemon I have never caught yet, and it's going to be a very, very good one. I'll explain a little bit more about the exact Pokemon, how it works, and all of that good stuff, but let's just think back to the end of last episode. A sad, a very emotional end to the episode after such a great day. If you haven't seen it, go and check it out, but if you have, you'll know how sad I was and why I've nicknamed this guy as well. Look at him! He's a deformed evolution of Eevee. I wanted the Vaporeon, came out, unfortunately, as Jolteon. Jolteon's still an awesome Pokemon, but in Pokemon Go, his evolution multiplier is just really low compared to Vaporeon. I still can't quite believe it happened. If you've seen the episode, you'll know that I named this guy Rainer. I then named this guy Rainer as well, but the second evolution didn't work. Since then, you guys have told me that the way to do it is to reboot the app each time you name an Eevee and do an evolution, and also go back to the previous Eevee evolution that you nicknamed and change its name to something else, so there isn't multiple Rainers or multiple Sparkies. Those were tips you guys gave me. So although I failed, hopefully now you can learn from my mistake, and hopefully, fingers crossed, it won't happen to us again when we get the wrong evolution. So yesterday we used the CP calculator over on PokeFind, and we got ourselves a Cloyster, evolving it finally from a Shelder. And we also caught our highest in the wild CP Pokemon, an Electabuzz, and actually got a few Electabuzzes while out there. And it leads us on to the topic today, which is basically like Pokemon nests. So Pokemon nests exist in the form of high concentration of a certain Pokemon in a certain area. They're known as nests commonly. So for example, where I went yesterday, there were loads of Electabuzzes and actually quite a few Pincers. So that's known as like an Electabuzz nest, for example. Now, great way of finding rare Pokemon, and you guys may have gone to an area and be like, oh, there's loads of Dratinis around here, or oh, there's loads of Charmanders around here, which brings us on to today's episode. So I got a tip off from a friend, but literally a golf course which I can drive to. There's a high concentration of Charmander spawns. Now, if you look at my Pokemon, list them in number order, you can see I've got a Bulbasaur from an egg, the only Bulbasaur I've ever seen. We've got quite a few Squirtles. We've already evolved one into a Wartortle, but I've never seen a Charmander nearby, never hatched a freaking Charmander. It's going to be the first time, fingers crossed if this area is correct, but I ever get a Charmander. And the great thing is, if I stay there for a little bit of time, hopefully the Charmanders will just keep on spawning, and it should be a good way of building up all those Charmander candies and maybe getting some evolutions as well. So in terms of evolutions, we're making fantastic progress with Bellsprouts. I've got 86 candies, and I want to get 125 because although this Weeping Bell is crazy, I've actually got a Bellsprout that is 6, 7, 8, and I feel like if I take this Bellsprout all the way up to a Victory Bell, it'll actually be stronger. So again, I found that out using the CP calculator from last episode, so that is really helpful. In terms of XP, I'm about halfway through 23. It is a long grind at the moment, and as I always say, I spend a lot of time editing, and most of the time I spend each day playing Pokemon Go is recorded for you guys, and I would love to live in like New York or LA, somewhere where it's just high concentrations of Pokestops everywhere, and I'm tempted to go to New York or fly somewhere like LA where there are so many of these Pokestops just to record some videos for you guys, so let me know if you'd like to see that too. But guys, the big thing, the big deal that finally happened to me literally last night is, my friends, a 10 freaking K egg. I've been talking about recently how 10K eggs just seem to be so rare. Some of you guys have never had one. I was spinning a Pokestop and out came this bad boy. I actually need to get an incubator for it. Alright, so we're back with an egg incubator. I don't think this thing's gonna hatch today, unfortunately. 10K, if you think about it, is a long way to walk, but it means we've got a 10K egg in the bank, baby, and I'm excited. So guys, I think that's about it for our Pokemon Go headquarters intro. I think it is now time to jump in the car. Fingers crossed this place is spawning a lot of Charmanders and get our third and final starter Pokemon to complete the starter list for Pokemon Go. Hopefully we can get a lot of candies. Maybe we'll get a Charmeleon this episode. I don't think we're going to get a Charizard, unfortunately. But let's head on out. Give it a thumbs up if you're excited. It's time for another Pokemon Go episode. It's time for another Pokemon Go adventure. So just as I was getting ready to leave the house for today, I completely forgot another Pokemon gift arrived yesterday, and this one was a present for Claire. How adorable are these? They're Eevee slippers. I've tried to wear them myself. They're the most comfy things ever, but my feet are way too big. But I love giving Claire random gifts, and I thought these were really cute. So guys, we've arrived at the golf course, as you can see here. We've got a cheeky driving range going on just in front of where we parked. But let me tell you, when I arrived here and my phone had no signal, I was like, I don't believe it. I've been tipped off at a Charmander nest, and I can't even capture or see if there's anything here. Luckily, once I got out of his car and walked around a little bit, I've got 4G signal, and I've just bumped into a Bellsprout, and I thought, you know what, let's catch that to start off this adventure, because I told you guys how many candies we've gotten, and we're getting really close to the target. Look at that great throw. I'm back on my throw consistency. I can't lie. Over the past few days, I've gotten lazy with the thumb flicks and just not doing it properly. There we go. First capture of the day, baby. That's what I'm talking about. What is that I see on my nearby list? It is a freaking Charmander silhouette, baby. So the tip-off is true. There's definitely a Charmander here somewhere. I'm hoping for multiple Charmanders. The only thing is, this is a golf course. But I played a little bit of golf when I was younger, and generally the etiquette and the way you should hold yourself while you're at a golf course is not wearing snapbacks, wearing clothes that are appropriate, and not being really loud. And I'm literally here playing Pokemon, filming myself, shouting, trying to capture Charmanders, so I don't think they're going to be very happy about me. So we're going to have to go on an adventure, and I'm also tempted to hit up the golf range just while we're here and hit a few balls. So let's get out of this car, let's hunt down this Charmander, and hopefully we can find it and don't have to wander the golf course. So, we found a potential workaround. The potential workaround is this weird route here that goes around the side. I believe they use it to like buggy things around for the golf course. I have no freaking idea. I don't probably should not be here. But look at this, 3 Charmanders nearby. I honestly think they're in the middle of the golf course, so I am just gonna take this weird route, pray that I don't get kicked off this golf course, and pray that a Charmander freaking pops up in front of me, guys, alright? Wish me luck. Alright guys, the path just freaking led back to the golf course. You know what I'm gonna have to do here? I'm just gonna have to man up about it. I'm just gonna ask them and be like, look, I'm here to play Pokemon Go. Okay, I won't tell them that. I'll be like, look, is there a public footpath on this golf course? Because the golf course my brother and I went to, we caught those few Dratinies a few episodes ago, there's a public footpath that goes through the golf course, so you're allowed to walk through there. So if they have that option, I can safely traverse this golf course. If not, I didn't bring my golf gear, so I can't even pretend to be playing. Guys, we ain't messing around about this Charmander. I'm here now on the golf range. I've picked up a golf club from the shop. I've even gotten 50 balls, okay? Since we last spoke, a Drowsy, a good Drowsy to be fair, but it's a freaking Drowsy, so we don't care about him, hatched from an egg, and also a Voltorb, which is an awesome spawn, to 28 out of the 50 candies. Now, moving on to the range, has got the Yo, it's the closest one. What? It was never the closest one, guys. Okay. So the range extends a little bit further on. If I walk down there, I could make it spawn in. I pray, but like, look how many there are, and I can't freaking get one to come in. Ladies and gentlemen, gentlemen, it is freaking worked. As I was sitting there hitting my 50 balls, I was like, you know what, I was close to giving up. I was about to get in my car and just drive around the edge. Actually 2 Charmanders spawned on me. One disappeared, one is still here. Oh my gosh, let's catch this as our first Charmander after infiltrating the golf course we're never meant to be at. Obviously going to raspberry him up, you know what I mean? This is a serious capture for me, so I'm going to go for an Ultra Ball. I'm just, fingers crossed, my lucky egg is still here as well, so I can get double XP if I capture this. Holy cow, it's a freaking like orange-red ring, man. Starter Pokemon are so hard to capture. One. Oh my gosh, do not run, I beg. Nice, okay, that was far better. It was a great throw with a raspberry, with an Ultra Ball. No. I told you the signal here was bad when I first arrived. It's frozen, I don't believe it. No, not on my Charmander, no. Now's a painful moment where I reboot the app and pray. I pray I've either caught it or it's still there for me to capture. Ladies and gentlemen, it was a fail, but it is back here. It's starting to rain. Literally everything is against me today. It's our second attempt. Come on, game, please. Ultra Ball throw. Come on, Ali. Be accurate. No, he freaking attacked it. It was about to directly hit him on his dome. Come on, man. I'm sorry about the wind, guys. It's hectic out here. The golf course is not an easy place to capture Pokemon. 2 rolls, come on, I beg. Let's go! Come on! Golf course Pokemon capture. Let's go, baby. I'm so glad that is now all 3. Do we get double XP? Yeah, I think we got double XP as well. Thank goodness, that is now all 3 of the starting Pokemon added to the Pokedex. 470, not bad at all. But as you can see, there's still a few nearby. So, I think I'm going to go for a little bit of a wander and see if we can get a few more, you know what I mean? So if you guys watch my top golf video that I vlogged here on my second channel, you know I play a little bit of golf. But when I first started hitting balls here today, they were shocking. I don't know if I'll show you them. But now, when I get into the groove, one of the shots I just hit, it literally went over the back fence. So I think I'm using a 4-iron, so it went over 250 yards over that fence. That's not a bad shot. Ladies and gentlemen, it is Charmander number 2, baby. Why is everyone out here playing golf? Why aren't they on their phones capturing Pokemon? It's only 4, 3, 5, so not as strong. Unfortunately, Charmander number 2 in as many minutes. Can we get it? Now I've got to be careful because there aren't any Pokestops around here. So if I use all my Great Balls, oh my gosh. I was like, you know what? I won't use an Ultra Ball. I'll use a Great Ball. I'm going to have to use Ultra Balls, man. People are teeing off behind me. I've got to be quiet because then I'll anger them. No, the freaking Ultra Ball didn't work. And you probably hit a bad shot. Come on, baby. Come on. Great Ultra Ball throw. Yes. No. What are you saying right now? Spin ball, great throw, boys. These Ultra Balls are too expensive. I can't lose them. 2. Come on, hit me with it. Let's go. No way. Great ball. I was like, you know what? I can't use that many Ultra Balls. It's too much effort. Look at that. 6 candies. Transfer him, obviously, because he's weaker. It's going to give us 7. And there's still Charmanders nearby. This is sick. My face when a freaking Raticate spawns in. I get excited. I think it's another Charmander. Damn you, Raticate. We don't want you. Guys, clearly we weren't meant to leave yet because look what's just spawned in. Our 3rd. No. Yo. Come on. Do not glitch out at me right now. Give me that battle. Yo, okay, we're good. What CP? Be like 600. Be like 700. Be like 242. Whatever. Fine. So we're pausing our Charmander battle because I bumped into these guys. You just finish your round. You play 9 holes. Yeah. So these guys just finished and they were like, yo, Ali-A, there's so many Charmanders here. I'm like, I know, that's what I've been doing. How many Charmanders have you guys caught today?
2 each. Yeah.
2 each? Alright, nice. This is literally the place to come. So I just want to give these guys a shout out for bumping into them who are also playing Pokemon Go. Guys, my phone signal is really dodgy right now, but I ain't leaving until we got this 3rd Charmander, alright? No, I told you it was bad. Alright, we're just going to have to see if I caught it. We're going to have to log back in. We have gotten the 3rd Charmander of the day. Let's find out. So like a big noob, and in my excitement, I didn't actually film me throwing that Great Ball, but the good news is we caught it, baby. So that means we have caught 3 Charmanders today, which I think is really successful. Now, I'm fortunate enough that the drive to get here wasn't too far, so it was easy for me to get to today. But I was initially going to go into London to find a Charmander spawner. Now, potentially this weekend I'll be going back into London to film another Pokemon Go episode, and if I do, I'm definitely going to be hitting up that Pokemon Pokemon nest where there was a load of Charmanders, because obviously here in the golf course, it's a really nice golf course. I can't just wander around on a golf course catching Charmanders as much as I want to. But the spawn in London is literally just a park, so I could spend ages capturing loads and loads. So I think in terms of progress for one day here, getting about 11 candies in total is alright. It's alright. I'm going to do, as I said, a lap around the edge and see if we can get any cheeky Charmanders maybe at the edge of the golf course. So unfortunately guys, the roaming around in the car around the edge of the golf course was unsuccessful. Repeat, it was unsuccessful. I got phone signal issues again and nothing would spawn in. However, we did get an egg hatch. And it turns out to be this fine little fella, little Diglett. And any Pokemon I'm working towards the next day's evolution I don't have, I'm always happy to see. So Diglett, welcome. Now I think I mentioned this in yesterday's episode, but I still don't have a Butterfree. So I've been holding off and trying to not evolve Caterpies into Metapods for easy XPs. And this is my progress so far. So I'm keeping hold of this guy. We got 34 candies. So ideally it'd be cool to get a Butterfree at some point. I know it ain't the rarest one in the world and it isn't really that strong, but it's a new one I need. It'd be an easy way of adding a new Pokemon to the Pokedex. So I've been really cheeky, and on this journey home I grabbed a Bellsprout as I was driving, and I'll explain incense and moving and how the spawning works in a second. But I stopped here because, like, you know what, this has to be a Pokestop, and I'm not sure if it is. I'm in the middle of a battle right now with the Bellsprout, but I had no signal. So shout out to this pub here. I went into the pub, I was like, can I borrow your Wi-Fi for a second? I've got no internet. So they've allowed me to do this battle. So let's do this battle, hopefully get this Pokestop, and then I'll talk a little bit more about incense as well. Obviously Bellsprout, not the rarest Pokemon in the world, but I want it because I'm still going for that Victory Bell evolution. So hopefully, I'm down to 1 bar 3G, hopefully I can capture this. Ooh, wasn't even a nice or a great throw, that's not good. And we switched over to 3G. Yo, no. My whole plan to get Wi-Fi, it's failed. Well, the good news is I was dead on about there being a Pokestop here. So let's go and grab that. Oh, that's annoying because I'm actually down, unfortunately, now from the few egg hatching we've had today. Oh, I'm down to 4. Jeez, I need to get 5 more eggs. And we didn't get... Wait, did we? Okay, that confused me so much. We didn't get the Bellsprout, unfortunately, but one of our eggs hatched. All of our eggs today have hatched off camera. How annoying is that? We got a Poliwag, which is okay. We're still working towards the Poliwag, Poliworld, and Poliwrath is the biggest one. We haven't had him yet. But talking a little bit more about incense. Incense is an awesome item. It will draw Pokemon into you. So if you're at home or you're at work or somewhere where there isn't Pokemon nearby, you can still try and capture Pokemon. Unfortunately, in that case, if you're at home or at work and you're not moving, your incense won't be quite as effective as if you are moving. So the incense, the coding in-game is worked out so that every 5 minutes of not moving, a Pokemon should spawn in on average, but for every 500 meters moving, a Pokemon will spawn in. That's why using an incense like in my car or using an incense if you're on a train is really good. However, let's give an example. Let's say I was on a train and I used that incense and a Pokemon appeared near me. I clicked it, but that train's not going to stop, right? It's going to keep on moving. And I believe there's coding for the game where if you get too far away from where the wild battle happened, you will only have a single chance to capture that Pokemon. The reason I say this is because when I was on the bus in Iceland going to and from the Blue Lagoon, almost everyone on the bus was running incenses and we were all getting really good Pokemon, but when we were clicking on them, if we didn't capture them the first time, that Pokemon would almost definitely run. So what's the best way of using incense? The best way of using incense really is on a bike, to be honest, so that you're moving and you're getting a Pokemon every 500 meters, but you can stop when you find the Pokemon. So that's a little bit of info on incenses. If you are using it in a moving vehicle, just fingers crossed you capture it the first time, otherwise it's probably going to run away. Literally, we're about to jump into the app and we have got an egg hatch, baby. It's a 5k egg for sure, because I've only got 5 and 10k eggs at the moment. Okay, yo, really good. Not going to complain about that at all. Obviously, I am aiming towards a Nido King. So 42 candies is all gravy, baby. Now, as I went to the shops and literally went to get some food, this happened, okay? Now, I know Drowsies are really common, but a 673 Drowsy, that's going to turn short into like a 1-300, maybe 1-400 Hypno, but I didn't think I'd ever say this. I don't have enough Drowsies in my squad to transfer them and get enough candies to evolve this guy. I've only got 30 candies, so we're going to have to sit on that evolution for a little bit, but that's the highest CP Drowsy I've ever caught, and I always get excited to like outmatch all my previous best Pokemon, and I think that's one of the replayability values of Pokemon Go, is always trying to just get better and better and better Pokemon. So guys, we are back home after a day of finding the Charmanders. I'm so glad that worked out. Playing a little bit of golf, getting our best ever Drowsy, which I'm definitely excited to evolve, and just having another awesome time playing Pokemon Go. For our next episode, I have a very exciting spot to go to, which could lead to a Pokemon again. I've been waiting to get for absolutely absolutely ages, so I'm so excited for it. Honestly, like on a serious level, balancing, recording all these Pokemon Go videos and editing it all myself is extremely hard at the moment, and I'm really tired. I'm still loving it, still enjoying the videos so much, but I think maybe once a week I'm gonna have to take a break. Otherwise, I'm just trying to produce too much content. I actually have a main channel as well for Call of Duty, and I want to make sure that I'm still posting on that channel too. So just a little bit of a heads up for all of you guys watching at the end here. Don't worry, still loving the game, still be tons of videos, but I'm just trying to be realistic with the amount of videos I can put out every single day. But regardless, we now have all 3 of the starting Pokemon. It was another super successful episode. Again, let me know your favorite Pokemon on the Pokemon shelf behind us, and I'll see you guys next time with another Pokemon Go episode.